Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make this diamond cross bracelet. This bracelet does use 2 looms, and this bracelet is really old. I made it like the first bracelet that I made of this bracelet. I made this one like a really long time ago. I posted a picture of it on Instagram 8 weeks ago, so it's really old. Oh yes, and by the way, since I already have my Instagram up, there will be a link to our Instagram account down below. So yeah. And so now we can get started. If you want to have your looms set up like mine, like with the bar, these blue things, this is how mine is set up. And it should be in the arrow shape with 5 pin bars. And you're going to take your color that you want for the outside. I'll be using glitter white. You're going to go from this middle pin out to both sides. Like that, then go out again. Like that, then go up on both sides. Go up again. And you're just going to continue making a basic outside border until you get to the very last pin on both sides. Once you get to the top on both sets of pins, you're going to go in twice. From the left and right. It doesn't really matter which one you do first. Sorry, these bands are kind of sticking together. Like that. So from the side, it looks kind of like a fish with no eyes or anything. Sorry, that's as far as my loom can go up because I have a lamp behind it, so then it can be more bright. But anyway, so now we're going to be putting on, for this one, it is the mango bands. I'll be using white, and what you're going to do is you're going to go from you're going to go to the second pin and go in twice. Oh wait, no, sorry. From the third pin and go in. I'm sorry, I haven't made this bracelet in a while, so yeah. Make sure you go in and don't go from the middle pin out because then your bracelet will fall apart. Trust me, I did that one time and it totally messed up. So there. Just look like this. Now you're going to go up to the, so you're going to so go up 2 pins and then go in. So there should only be 1 pin in between the bands. Make sure to go in, like I said earlier, or your bracelet will fall apart. Or you're going to fix them all once we get to the looping process and you realize you did it wrong, and then you're going to do it all over again, and that is not very fun. So like that, then go up 2 pins again, and go in from that pin on both sides. So just continue doing this until you get to the end of the loom. Once you're done, it should look like this. And now you're just going to go back to the bottom and you're going to be placing on, for this one it is the mango bands again, but it's going to be a single chain going all the way up. So, as you probably thought, it's just going to be a regular single chain going all the way up the middle bar pin. So if you did your arrow things correctly, it should be going through the middle of all the arrows. So just continue doing this until you get to the end of the loom, and I'll be back. Once you get to the very end, you're going to go back to the beginning of your loom, or looms, and you're going to be placing on these crosses. So there are many different ways that you can do this. Let me just get all of my bracelets. Oh wait, I already have these two on my arm. So For this one, you can do like two, then two different color, then two different color, and like continue making like a little pattern. Or if you're only using two colors, you can make like there'd be little stripes. Or for this one that I have on my wrist, you can make it be like zigzags. So I'm going to be doing this zigzag thing. So start from the beginning, and I'm going to start on the left. I don't know why, I just like to start on the left. You're going to go from this middle pin, like the middle of like this little diamond, and go up. Then go from the middle pin down to here, so the bottom right. Then go down. Then go to the upper left. So it's made like this weird cross, or tilt it a little bit, makes like an X. So now you can do this any way you want. You can go like all the way up the loom, or you can go left, right, left, right. I'm going to be doing left, right, left, right. So I'll be using a different color for this one. Go up, go to the upper right, go down, make sure the bands are in the correct order, and then go to the bottom left, like that. So you do them the exact same way, then do the next, then go up and do the next set. So go up, bottom right, go down, and if you need to, like if your bands are getting kind of smushed up, you can like push all of the bands down. And then go to the upper left. Go up. Right, so now on the right side. Go to the upper right, go down, then go to the bottom left. 1 second, this band is not in the correct spot. Okay, there. And just like that. So until you get to the end of the loom. Once you're done, you're going to go back to the loom, and back to the beginning of the loom, and you have one more putting on band process that you have to do, and this is going to be the cap bands. So go to the second set of pins. You can push the bands in the middle of these crosses or X's. You can push them down. And I'm just going to be using the cap band of the color of the X's or crosses, whatever. But you can use whatever color of cap bands you want. But they do kind of stand out since they are not triple looped. I guess you could make them triple looped if you want them, but you can kind of see them. So I'm just going to be using the color of the X's. So just put a band on it, twist it, and wrap it around. It's just a regular cap band. Oops. There are many ways that you can make a cap band, and I hope you should know them, because like, well, if you're like a beginning loomer, well, this bracelet isn't really a beginner bracelet, but you should already know how to make a cap band, because you make them for tons and tons and tons of bracelets. But just in case you don't know, or I haven't made one in a while, you can also make it on your fingers, stretch it out, twist it, wrap around one finger, and put it on the pin. Fell apart. Oh well. I like putting them on like this. It's easier. So just put put cap bands on all the X's along the loom, and I will be back. So once you're done, we are about halfway done. I think a little more, because I don't think that the hooking process takes as long as putting on all the bands. But anyway, so now you can turn your looms around so the red arrows will be pointing down towards you. So now what you're going to do is put on one more cap band. It should go on this pin, and it's going to be a regular cap band just like all the other ones. Use your outside color. For me it's glitter white. So just make another cap band. I just like to make it when the arrow is pointing towards me, because then it's closer. But yeah, so now we can do the hooking process. So take your hook, and first you're going to be hooking all of these X's. I'm just going to call them X's. You're going to go in this cap band, get the top band. You're basically just going to hook it like a starburst, except there's only 4 bands instead of 6 or 5, or how many bands are on the servers. I think it's 6. But, oops. Make sure you grab the right band. And tuck it back to itself. Doesn't matter which one's on top and which one's on the bottom, as long as you hook over all of the bands. Bottom left, and then go down. Then do, and it will look kind of weird, like this cap band's in like a rectangle shape. It's okay, it is supposed to look like that. No, it's kind of weird. Now do the same on this side, right side. So just tuck all 4 bands out to themselves. And they should all be in this weird rectangle shape. And if they aren't, then you probably did the cap band wrong. Maybe you looped it 3 times. And if you want your cap bands looped like tighter, you can do it looped 3 times. But I just like it double looped because I think it looks really cool. I like how the cap bands look in it. So just do this until you get to the end of the loom. It's really easy. We're just tucking all the bands out to themselves, and when you're done, make sure that you go back and make sure that you have looped all of the crosses. And if you haven't, then you can just loop them again. It doesn't really matter. Like, you don't have to go like all the way back to, like, if you forgot this one, you want to unloop all of these. You can just do it. It doesn't matter. So yeah, so I'll be back. Once you have hooked all of these X's, your loom should look something like this. Now we're going to be hooking these white bands. So go underneath this cap band, grab the top band, hook it up, go up again, and now once you get to here, you're not going to just continue looping it up. You are going to just continue hooking the single chain up. Sorry, I thought that you loop these, but you don't. You don't do that till later. So just hook all the bands up in a regular single chain. So this is really easy, so I'm not really going to show you that much. So I'll be back. Once you have looped the single chain all the way up, you're going to go back to the beginning or end, whatever. Like I said, you could go at the beginning, but it's also the end. I don't know. So now we're going to be hooking these arrow bands. So go in this 3rd peg in the middle, grab the top band, hook it out, go back in this middle pin, grab the bottom band, and hook it out. So it should look something like this. It's like a diamond. And then go in this pin right here, grab the very bottom band, and hook it to the bottom left. Like that. Do the same thing on this one, but you're going to hook it to the bottom right instead. Oops. One second. Sorry. Okay, there. So go up to the next one, do the same thing, get the top band, hook it out, go back in the middle pin, and then go back in this cap band, or whatever, it's not really a cap band, but it's kind of like a cap band, and then just go out again. And these bottom bands are kind of hard to find because there's a ton of bands in here, so just make sure that you grab the bottom band. Do the same on the other side. And just do the same thing all the way up the loom. So, after you're looping this one, make sure that you do not loop this one on the top. That is the outside band. You're going to have to loop those last. So if you did, then just loop them back. So now we're going to loop the outside band. This is the last step before the add-on. Doesn't take very long though. It takes like 2 minutes, so. You're going to go in this cap band, got the top band, took it out. Sorry if I'm talking kind of fast. I talk fast most of the time. Go back in the cap band, grab the bottom band, take it out. Then go in the second, this pin bar, I don't really know what to call it, and took it out. Do the same thing for the left. Like that, then you're just going to hook these single chains up. So it's really, really easy. There's not much to it. You can go like right, left, left, right, left, right, or you can just do one, then do the other. So yeah, so it's just a regular single chain hooking process, but with more bands to go inside of. So yeah, so I'll be back once I'm done. Okay, so now once you get to the end, just hook these bands in towards the middle. On the left and right sides. Like that. So once you're done, you're almost done. You have to do the add-on. If you used 4 looms, you don't have to do an add-on. But 4 looms is a lot. I only had 2. But anyway, so your bracelet should look something like this. Go back to the top. You're going to take one band of your outside color, or if you don't want to use your outside color for the extension, you can use another color. I'll be using white for my extension. So what you're going to do is you're just going to, you should already know how to do this because you do it for almost all bracelets that go all the way down your loom. But anyway, you're just going to go in this middle pin, put your hook to the side. I'm just going to tilt my loom a little bit because it's easier for me to do it because I'm like kind of, yeah, but anyway. So put a band on your hook, pull it through, push it back, put the other half on, then push and put these bands on the middle of your hook so then the bands don't fall off. And then you can take your bracelet off the loom. It's pretty easy, there aren't many tight bands. If you used a triple looped cap band, you might want to use another hook to take your bracelet off the loom. But I'm going to just use my fingers. It's going to tight at some spots, but that's okay. Almost. Oh my gosh! Okay, my loom just like fell apart. So I'll be back once I fix that. So I just finished my bracelet and I fixed my looms. And I love these colors together. They look so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this bracelet with all these colors that I used. It's so pretty. But anyway, so now we're going to do the add-on. If you used 4 looms, you won't need an add-on. I only used 2 because I only have 2 looms. So set this aside. And I'm not really going to show you that much, but I will not be fast forwarding because this is such an easy process. It doesn't take that long. So just go down. I'm just going to keep my arrows pointing down towards me. So just make a regular single chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. I think that's 7 bands. I don't know. Wait, 1 second. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. There, okay. So take your bracelet, just put it on this pin and loop up. It's just a regular add-on. You should already know how to do this because you do it for like every single bracelet that you make that goes down the loom. Okay, so there. So now just take a C-clip, add these 2 bands, take the single chain off, attach this cap band to the C-clip, and now you have made your rainbow loom diamond cross bracelet. I love that name, diamond cross bracelet. It's really pretty. And just like this bracelet. So yeah. 1 second, I'm just getting my bracelets on so I can show you all of them. Okay, there. So here are all of them that I've made. I've made a ton. Only 4. It's not like a lot, but just because they're really thick, so it looks like a lot. But yeah, so I love this bracelet. This one's really my new favorite. These two are like really close though. I love these two. They're so pretty. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.